It's a prehistoric fidget spinner. What's up, Facebook? How are you doing tonight? How are you doing? More importantly, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling good, because you know what I say. You know what I say. When you feel good, you flat out spin your prehistoric fidget spinner good. When you wanna rock, rock. What's up, everybody? Brad, how you doing? John's on. Nicole's on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a killer night coming on tonight. Can you feel me? You gotta give more than you take. You gotta just give a little more. When you don't have anything left to give, there's always just that much more. You gotta give more than you take. That's what this is titled tonight. I got some rad guests tonight. We're gonna be giving away some tools at the end of this episode with Jax MotorSports. Custom clutch compression tools with the driven hashtag right on them. That's what I'm talking about after this. I got a special guest. What's in it for the listener? Number one tonight, you're gonna get to meet Eddie Martin, one of the founders of Home of the Hustle, straight killing it on that page, providing value every night of the week. 4 guys, sometimes 5, bringing it to you. You're going to get to meet Eddie Martin. Number 2, you're going to get to learn what is Home of the Hustle. What do those guys got going on? Number 3, you're going to get a chance to win some free tools. That's what I'm talking about. How's everyone doing? Rasaki's on, John's on. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope everybody is having a beautiful Friday. I'm pumped beyond all beliefs. Absolutely pumped. Tahoe got like, I'm going to say around 5 foot of snow. Maybe more, maybe a little less. Got like 5 foot of snow in the last 24 hours. Supposed to get like 2 more feet tonight. And it is going to go off the hook tomorrow. We're headed up and we're going to brave the storm. Get your snorkel out. We're going riding. That's what I'm talking about. So our guest tonight is Eddie Martin. And then Justin Hill from Jax MotorSports is going to come on after him. Finally, I'm home to watch it live. Thank you, Jason, man. I'm glad you're on. I'm glad you're on. Eddie's on. Cool. Pull you up in just a minute, buddy. What is this? Who am I? My name is Scott Sparrow, and I'm so glad everybody's here tonight. Number one, I'm a dad. I'm a sledder, and I got my vision set on beating my goals. I'm writing them down, and that's one thing I never really did recently. I mean, I did when I was younger, and I just started doing it this last year. Write down goals. Write down 90-day goals. Don't write down, I want to solve the world's problems, because you know what? It's going to be too big, and it's going to be too much for you. Compress them down. Make 90-day attackable goals. That came from Eddie Martin. He helped me write that down. I was like, I want this, and this, and I'm like, then I left myself thinking, I'm like, how in the heck am I going to accomplish that? Do you know what I'm feeling? Can you feel me on that? 90-day goals, a little bit at a time. What is this? This is Driven. It's a show I created for people that are crushing it, that want to crush it, and like me, they had no idea what this crushing it thing was about. So I opened a book. I started seeing what people were doing. I started learning. I started putting in the work. I started writing these goals down. I started doing what I needed to do to get myself to where I wanted to go. About a year ago, I wasn't where I wanted to be, and I sat down and I looked at it. I'm like, what am I doing? It's not going to get me to where I want to go. I'm not going to be able to do the things I want to do. So I opened a book, started reading, started writing stuff down, and started putting in the work. More importantly, I made the decision to say to myself, no matter what, I'm going to go do the things that I want to do. And it takes time, and it's not going to happen overnight, and I know that. And I'm thankful for making that decision. This is a place. It's driven. It's driven. It's Friday night. Can we feel it? Can we feel it? Can we feel it? Friday night. This is Driven. It's a place to grow your mindset, grow your network, share some stories, learn some stuff from some people that are maybe doing some of the things you want to do. They're doing some of the things I want to do. And trust me, I'm learning as much from this show, and I'm learning as much from this process as you are. I hope you're getting some value from this. Drop some emojis on there. Let's drop some fire emojis on this if you're getting some value from what I'm doing here, because Number one, I have to level up every single week. I have to get out of my comfort zone and come on Facebook Live and do this. And it's getting easier, and it's getting easier, and it's more fun, and I'm looking forward to it. But still, at 7:59, here's me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. And that's what I got to do. And the thing is I'm doing it every week, and I hope you guys appreciate that, and I hope you can see that. And it's just, it takes time to get better and get better and get better, but I'm making steps, and I appreciate it. Everybody's coming on. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. So I had 3 steps. Let me start this off this way before I bring Eddie on and introduce him. Number 1, I think 2 days ago I put up a post that had a picture of Jax MotorSports and the new tool that they've developed, and then they made it custom. They one-offed that shizzle. They made it their own. #driven right on it, and it's gonna stick on there, and I'm proud of that. I like that. I like being part of that. Now the stuff that I'm doing is getting put out into the world, and that fires me up to do even more and do even better. So number 1, I asked people to share that post and like Jax Motorsports. Number 2 was very important to me. It was like the Home of the Hustle page. I've got so much value from that group of guys, and number 1, I learned it's okay to be me. I mean, it's okay to get on Facebook Live and be yourself. Like, that's right, Devin, #driven, man. It's okay, and I learned a lot from Home of the Hustle, and I appreciate what those guys are doing. And if you need a little inspiration, if you need a little business advice, if you want some badass networking tips, Home of the Hustle is the place to do that. So number 2, I asked everybody to go like the Home of the Hustle page. They want to get to 5,000. I just checked 3,442. So when I made the post yesterday to like their page, they're at 3,389, and I don't know if I had anything to do with that, but I hope I had a little bit to do with that. It's how I'm giving back to them, because they've poured into me, whether they know it or not. They've done a lot for me, so I appreciate them. Go like Home of the Hustle page, and I share all their stuff. If you don't want to find it, come to my timeline, you'll find it. Number 3, you gotta share this live out. That's the 3rd thing. So if you share this out, I appreciate that. We're growing. We're doing great. Everybody's coming in. Brad did it. I know. I got your name on the list, brother. You're in the running. We got a special guest picking the numbers that try to pick some winners. Brad French, get out of your comfort zone. That's it, buddy. I'm way out of my comfort zone. I'm like, where did it go? I don't even know if I have a comfort zone anymore. I'm just like, well, this is new. I'm going to do this. That's what I'm talking about. So the 3rd thing is share this out. If you get some value from it and you appreciate what we're doing here, I hope you share this. So, who am I? Like I said, I'm Scott. I'm a dad, and tomorrow I'm going to be snorkel deep in 5 foot of fresh, cold, which is very rare for Lake Tahoe. It's cold, dry, fluffy snow, so I'm pretty pumped to get up there. I hope everyone's having a great time tonight. I'm going to bring Eddie on right now and let him tell his story, because I'm as amazed by it as he is. Did it do it? Yeah. All right, good. He should be popping on in a minute. I might cut out here, so I won't say anything. Let me thank everybody. Brad's on 100%. Chris is on. What's up, man? Ashley, hey, girl. Happy birthday the other day. Jason, thank you. Tony. Awesome. EJ's on. Drop it. Drop it. Come on. Let me see it. Let me see it. It fires me up every time. Drop it, EJ. I want to feel it. All right, let's see. I'm not sure where Eddie's at. I sent him an invite. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. So the title of this episode is Give More Than You Take. And boy, like, I'm going to let you in on a little, I'll be a little transparent with you. I'll be a little let you inside of what I always thought. I literally always thought that I was giving more than I was taking in everything, in all different parts of my life. And boy, like, once I kind of sat back and looked at the wake I had created in basically my little time on this earth, and I was like, have I there he goes, Eddie's on. Have I gave more? There he is.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Awesome,
Eddie's
dude.
out.
How are you?
Out.
Yeah, we're just here networking over at an event out here in Las Vegas at South Point Casino. There you go. Dude,
that's my stomping grounds. I'm a rodeo cat from way back, and South Point puts it on for rodeo. So appreciate
South
them.
Point. South Point's the spot.
Michael Gong is a man in my world. Very good individual. So thank you so much and welcome.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, dude. I appreciate it. I wish
Right,
I wish I wasn't standing outside when I was doing it, but it's all good.
Quick intro for Eddie. Home of the Hustle founder. I met him, I don't know, 6-8 months ago just via online. I got a chance last weekend to hang out with him. And the dude is a professional networker. Straight up, ask anybody in his circle, and it's a big circle. He's a professional networker, and there's some key topics into why he's that way and some key things to the reason that he does have the ability to reach out to people like that. So, again, welcome to Driven. Welcome to the network, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. No, I appreciate it. That's quite the intro, dude. It was great to meet you the other day out here, dude. I was glad that you were able to swing out and come hang out with us, dude. It was awesome.
Loved it. I appreciate it. Met a ton of people down there. Super fun. All right, let's just throw a little story out if you got one and introduce yourself. Let people know who you are and where to connect with you.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll put that on you. So what do you want to know, dude? I'm an open book. You ask me questions, I'm going to answer them. So at the end of the day, like, I appreciate you sharing Home of the Hustle and like requesting or asking people to like the page, dude. That's a big deal for us. We've never done any marketing or any advertising. We've never paid for anything. We just simply were some guys that got together and said, hey, we're meeting a lot of people and a lot of people are scared to meet a lot of people. How do we bring people to the table so that they can know more people? As well as how do we bring people to the table that want to meet more people but haven't had the channels to meet more people? And so Home of the Hustle has been a good place for a lot of things, whether it be networking or information or just being kind of that segue between some of the people that you might follow on social media or look up to. And we're fortunate enough to be able to be close enough in those circles to be able to bring some folks on. So it's awesome.
I love it. That hit my second question. I'm like, how'd you guys come up with Home of the Hustle? But I think you made the point, man. It's a place to connect. It's a place to feel you. So I love sharing your stuff. Never fails. If I pop on, I share before I even hear what the show's about.
Oh, dude, it's always all good, man. Home of the Hustle is more than a Facebook show, man. Home of the Hustle is a network. It's a place where we do shows Monday through Friday, soon to be Monday through Sunday, and multiple shows going on at the same time, throughout the week, because it is a network. It's the ability to be able to get more exposure for more people and help more people in the process. Lots of people have made money just from connecting with people that they got connected to from seeing what we had going on. So it's a beautiful thing, man.
Beautiful. Well, you're about ready to have the sled network come up into the Home of the Hustle. I'm going to go relentlessly with it. Everything you guys are doing, I appreciate. And I'm going to bring a group with us, and we're going to have our avalanche beacons on, and we're going to be geared up, ready to rock. So
I love that. Hey, real quick, because when I get on live, it's a habit. But if you haven't shared this live, you need to share this thing out, because this dude is putting everything that he's got into this show. And he's a good dude, and he's got a good cause, and y'all should be supporting the dude. And here's another thing. I know some people don't share live streams because they don't want to have people go back to their Facebook feed and see nothing but other people's stuff. I get that, brand integrity. But you can go back right after it's over and hide it from your timeline. It's all good. And you can support a friend as well as keep your page nice and clean. So that's a good little networking tip, I guess.
I love that. That's some money right there. Hide from timeline, but still gets out to lets them into your network and see what they're putting out. Appreciate that.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. From zero, I'm gonna take this from zero, from Uber driver to professional networker, and you're gonna drop one bomb, one wisdom, one nugget on making the decision just to be like, this is what I'm doing, this is where I want to go, and I'm gonna do it no matter what. Can we touch on that?
I mean, yeah, we could touch on that. That's fine. So I had a baby when I was 19. I probably had about 20 jobs from the time I was 16 to the time I was 22. Walked into a welding supply company because somebody told me that there was a job there, and I didn't know anything about the industry. I got the job on the spot. I ended up working there for a year. They fired a sales guy. I went into that position, and I was there for about 7 years before I left. The company changed hands 3 or 4 times, 6 salespeople down to just me. Then I moved on to another company, broke the records there. Not that that's really an impressive thing. It was a small company, but then they sold it. I moved on to corporate. I was in corporate sales, gas sales for about 5 years. Went from the new guy on the block all the way to what I get up to, number nine in the company out of like 80 people, big national company. So I got divorced. I needed a change, and so I walked away from corporate and went into the insurance business as a sales trainer and a sales manager. And I was there for about a year and a half. Didn't know nothing about insurance either. So that's a good testament to the fact that if you want to get some shit done, you just got to learn and go get it done.
Yeah, buddy.
But so that company ended up having issues, and regardless, I don't want to get into that because that's not right to talk about. But I ended up leaving there. Every dollar I made that year got taken away from me, and I was flat ass broke. And I went right back into another business with a partner, and then went flat ass broke again, and then ended up pretty much losing everything, losing my car, losing my house. I was driving for Uber for about 5 months while I was trying to figure it out, sleeping in my car in San Francisco because I could make more money there. I lived in Sacramento, stay a weekend over there. You make a G, make sure the bills get paid. I got 3 kids. They never missed a meal. They never felt anything. I was eating once a day, like just getting the shit done, doing what I had to do. And one day I said, I'm tired of this. I can't do this anymore. And I called a buddy of mine. I said, dude, I need your advice because you're a super millionaire and an influencer and a role model for me. So what do I need to do? And he said, dude, you went all in, dude. You can't be mad at yourself. You went all in again. So what you need to do is you need to say, who do I want to go work for? And he asked me, so who do you want to go work for? Who would you work for? Because you say you're unemployable. And I told him who I would work for. And, it's Bradley, Lightspeed VT. And he said, well, does Brad know? And I said, no, he doesn't know. Like, we've only had a couple conversations. And he goes, well, let him know. So I called Brad and I said, hey, bro, I'm moving to Vegas. And he said, oh, yeah, when? I said, he said, why? I said, well, I'm coming to work with you. He said, oh, he said, I'll be here Tuesday. Showed up Tuesday, got it done. I've been at Lightspeed for a year now. I picked up my entire life, moved out to Las Vegas. I drive back and forth from Sacramento to Las Vegas every weekend to see my kids. It's a 8-hour drive each way. So I lose like 32 days a year just in the car to go see my kids. But that was the decision that I made to come out here and take on an opportunity that I needed to do. And so I own the consequences of that decision. And it was a great decision because that's literally when everything took off. And I don't mean when I got to Lightspeed, but when I made the decision to walk away from corporate and be responsible for my own shit. I got on social media because I read a book, and the book said, nobody knows you.
Yeah.
How do you expect to be successful if nobody knows you? Yeah. And so I got on social media and I started meeting people and having conversations, and next thing I know, people like what I have to say, and people are calling me, telling me thank you, and I don't really realize I'm doing anything. So that decision of leaving corporate and throwing my whole life on the line, I lost everything in the process, but it was like a rebuild of the next thing that was to come. And this Facebook thing totally changed the game. Now I'm all over the place. I'm all over the freaking country, meeting people constantly and getting on stages and just trying to make something happen, man. And it's still the thing all the way through. I'm not rich. I'm not even close to rich or anything relatively in a way you would consider rich. I'm on the fucking grind, man. Excuse my language. I don't know if that's appropriate on Driven, but that's what it is, dude. So
we've dropped some F-bombs. We ain't afraid to cuss a little bit on here. It ain't a family show. It's a real show. That's what I said. Keep it real from the beginning on this thing.
Yep. So, yeah, dude, that's pretty much the 4-minute rundown of how we got here today.
Love it, man. I feel it. Go all in. It's hard to do. It's easy to say do, but it's hard to do. So good on you for making it work. I know with that mindset, with that, I can do that. I want to hit on the sales mindset, and this is something I'm just picking up, dude. I had no experience in sales, really networking with a purpose other than just, it's really all just meeting people and here learning about them and making a connection with them. But the sales mindset that that I failed a little bit at the beginning was making that connection and realizing that it's not what you have on the back end that's really the value. It's what you create in the middle there before your deal comes up, before what you're trying to, solve, prove, do, accomplish on the end. It's that middle part. And with a sales mindset and these, I hear these people, the phone room, and I listen to Brad talk about it, like these killers on the phone and the, making money, not making money, that sort of stuff. I'm like, man, it's so foreign to me. So sales mindset, what's a hack, what's a connect, what's a trick to be authentic, basically, to not try to sell and to connect?
Well, I mean, there's probably a little bit of a different approach with whatever industry you're in, but at the end of the day, you have to connect with people and be able to show them that you can solve the problem that they have. And sometimes that problem, they don't really know that that's the problem that they have. So you have to be able to ask questions in order to identify the problem. You have to be able to provide so much value over what anybody else is doing that your price doesn't matter, like nothing else matters. But the only way you'll ever get there is by putting yourself in the position and learning and listening and willing to fail. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna, like, that's the biggest thing that people run into when they get into sales, is that they can only take so much rejection. You can only take getting kicked in the face so many times before you're just like, I can't do this anymore. It's not getting any better. But the problem is they just keep going out and getting kicked in the face over and over again, but they're not training. They're not doing something to make themselves better so that when they go out, they're more effective. Like in any sales situation, you might have a handful of things that can pop up from an objective perspective. If you don't know what those are going in and you're just winging it, like, yeah, there's natural salespeople, but I don't think most people are really natural salespeople. And every sales trainer you talk to is going to have a different opinion about all that stuff, but I don't claim to be one.
Learnable.
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn, man. But you have to be trainable. You have to practice. You have to have repetition. You have to role play with your people, and that's why I love being involved with Lightspeed VT, dude. Like everything's about training. Like if you're training, if you're a company and you're not training your people, like you need to call me. We need to have a conversation. Hit me in the DM. If you have something that people need to know, and you can make money doing that, like that's a fair exchange, but you need to deliver it right, and you need to talk to people who know what's up. So that's why you would call me. But that's the problem, dude. People don't train.
Gotta train. Gotta train to win.
Gotta train.
Right on. Right on. Thank you. Anybody, like, I'll take one question right now off the news feed here. If not, we're gonna let Eddie get back to networking like a boss. Gotta drop it now. Countdown. Going into the South Point. Dude, their oyster bar there, man. Oh, it's the best lobster grilled cheese on the planet.
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, hit the oyster bar up. Get the lobster grilled cheese. Woo! Being coachable. Yes, that's right, Brian. That's another guy my network needs to connect with right there. Brian Hess.
Brian
Hess. Hustle.
Brian Hess is a badass motherfucker. That's what that is. That's what that is. Wednesday nights on Home of the Hustle. That's Brian Hess. And just so you know, if you don't know the guys on the Hustle, like check out Titan on Mondays. I'm out on Tuesdays. Brian Hess is on Wednesdays. Frank Sell is on Thursdays. And Fridays is a big mix of the Renegade and Justin Myers and a handful of other people. But check us out, man. Like come meet these people. You might resonate with me more than you resonate with Jason, and you might resonate with Jason more than you resonate with me. But you'll get something from somebody. But stop by. We always do it 6 o'clock Pacific. So wherever else you're at in the country, do the math.
What's funny is when I was planning out this show, I'm like, all right, and it's kind of how I associate it, and I'll let you go right after this, is I'm like, okay, I'm going to base Home of the Hustle on prime time, 6 o'clock. Like David Letterman, he wasn't the first one. Jimmy Kimmel was like after him, and then there was like some guy that nobody's ever heard of. But he's plugging a show, and I'm like, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to go 2 hours after the Hustle so I can tune into the Hustle and let it, whatever else happen, and then I'm going to come in on the late night, and I'll get up in there. So that's what my goal is, and I wrote it down. I loved it.
That's awesome, dude.
All right.
That's awesome.
Cool, dude. I appreciate this. Taking a little
Yeah,
time
brother.
out of your event to come out here and hook up with me. And again, thank you for last weekend. It was great meeting all those people, and it was even better getting to hang and chill and hang out with you a little bit.
Yeah, dude, it was great to meet you, man. You'll have to come back out soon.
Sure.
I'm always back in Cali, so Fallon ain't too far away, man.
That's right. We'll connect for sure.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate everybody that sat around and listened to me babble.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Take it
Be
easy.
safe tonight.
Later, man.
All right, later.
Peace.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, just all in. He's like, all in. I'm going to fail. Scott, call me anytime. Drop number name. Will do, Brian. Will do. Got to connect more. All in, man. Corporate. Here I am. I got a cush, nice benefits, all that. And the difference was he made the decision. He made the decision, and he failed, and he failed, and he lost, and he failed, and he failed. And you know, maybe he fails again, but the difference is he keeps going. And I find inspiration in that, and especially jumping into new fields and new markets, I get that way. So with that, are you guys ready? I got a list here. I'm going to bring Jax on. I'm going to bring Justin on from Jax MotorSports. And we're gonna give away these tools. It didn't show up. I was gonna have it here. Check my time feed if you want it. Here we go. Let's see. Let me add him. Check my news feed. You can see what it is. Go by Jax Motorsports. You should have liked the page by now and watched the video. These guys were in episode 3, and we're gonna bring them back up right now as soon as we go. So remember, the first thing was to like and share the post that I put out with the tool on it. Second thing is go connect with Home of the Hustle. Like that page. Let's get that to 5,000. And then the third thing is to share this out. So be sure and share this out. I know a lot of people have done it. Trevor, thank you. Chris is on recover. That's right. And Chris dropped some fail early and fail fast. I like that. Devin, Brad, appreciate you being on here. What do we got? Who's fast? Fast Jimmy Ferranzo, I like that. Problem solving 101. Hewitt. Great energy. Thanks, I'm fired up. Just rolled off a night shift, so my body clock's all messed up. I got to cram the truck up, load up, and we're headed to the mountains tomorrow. Jake, what's up, brother? We finally got some snow down here. Make sure Justin can come on. It's sent. And we'll give these away. All right, so as of right now, I got 13 people that at least did 2 of the 3 steps, if not all 3. And if you did all 3, thank you. But when Justin pops on here, his little boy's with him. They're at the Amsoil Snowcross this weekend up in Minnesota. And his little boy's going to pick us some numbers, and we're going to give these things away. So if you want on my list to get in this drawing, I want to make it as fair for everybody as I can. I want to appreciate everybody for coming on here. Drop on the list. Write it on the list if you want on the list for the drawing for these tools. There's going to be 2 Polaris tools and 2 Arctic Cat clutch tools. Jade, my man. What's up, Jade, brother?
What's going on, Scott?
Here's Justin.
How's it going,
Hey. What's up? Doing good. How you feeling tonight?
It's going good. Live here from Snowcross Regionals here in Minnesota.
How are the races?
Got away from Colorado for a little bit to come check out the Snowcross, see what we got going on, and now just I don't know.
Whoops, froze. I got you, Sierra. You're on the list. There you are. You're back.
All right. Probably a little bit different technical difficulties. You're kind of freezing a little bit.
Yeah. I think you're all right. So, hey, man, just a quick catch up. Let's do. Remember, I think it was episode 3, right? You guys were on 3.
Yeah. Episode 3 was great. I know I was a little sketchy a little bit on talking, or a little bit more screen here that I can see you guys in. So we definitely can do some stuff, you know.
All right, I'm gonna drop the first question since we had Eddie on here first. What have you taken away from Home of the Hustle? I know you got involved and you're starting to watch and connect with the guys. What have you taken away from Home of the Hustle?
Home of the Hustle, man, has put me on the spot of actually putting me into a driven mode set a lot more than what I've ever seen before with myself. the home of the hustle, man, has been basically my teaching gurus to where I want to get to. They've been teaching me a lot of stuff. Frank Sell has basically been mentoring me and helping me out with some stuff. Pushed me on some really good books, Get Rich, Think Rich from Napoleon Hill, and some other few books that he's been pushing me towards. It's been building my mindset to where I want to go with this company, where we need to go with the company, and basically taking out the whole scare tactics of where I was scared in my life, or where I didn't want to go, or where I wanted to be, to where we need to go that place. And I need to be a little bit scared to get to where I want to be. And I think that's where Home of the Hustle is helping me. I believe 100% of the Home of the Hustle, everyone needs to go get on these guys. These guys are the real deal. I listen to them every day. I listen to their videos. I play them at work. I quit listening to music. I took your advice, Scott, and quit listening to music. I went right into this whole mindset of where we need to be, and that's what I need to be, and that's really changed it. Brad, gotta love you, bud. I gotta give him a shout out. This guy's got the first tool that I created for the Driven crew. So Brad is one of the guys that actually reached out to me, put me on a little bit of a mindset of where I needed to reach and where I needed to reach out to the people that were giving me love. And that dude, he's showing me what I needed to know.
Nice. Dude, I'm going to hit back.
I love it.
I'm going to hit something real quick. I was saving it for later, but you were talking about, getting that fear and just getting uncomfortable and doing that. And again, this is from Two Hands, Matt Potratz. Check it out, Amazon. But it's a quote he has, and the chapter is called "No Risk, No Reward." And the quote goes like this: "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." I didn't read that very clearly, but it's from Seneca. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. We spend that time in our head making things harder than actually just taking one step and making it a little bit easier and daring and taking that first step. That was fire in there, and that's cool you brought that up. Pulled that out.
Yeah, no. I've gotten to the point of mindset where you got to set a path and just go for it. Doesn't matter how big the hurdles are to jump over, just go for it. Like,
that's what I'm talking
honestly,
about.
That's been where you have helped me 100%. I give you everything you do every week is, man, it hits the soul. It hits everywhere. It's not just watching about snowmobiles. We connect in multiple levels. We connect on multiple things. And that's where it is. Eddie, I watch his videos every day. I watch what he's up to. I watch those guys. I watch them all. Like, Frank's got it going on too. It's got a really good, how would you say it? It's got a good soul to it. And you know that these guys are not pouring themselves out there just to show what can be done. They've gone through it. They've reached every step we've reached trying to start something.
Yep, I love it, and they're regular dudes. That's the biggest thing about I realize, especially going down and meeting a lot of people last weekend that are in positions that I would like to get to. I'm like, they're all just regular dudes that are doing their thing, and the difference is they're sharing it with people, and that's where the value is. I think is they could hold that shit close to their chest. They could keep it right here and not put it out there. But like Eddie was saying, he's like, how are you going to accomplish the things you want to accomplish if nobody knows who you are? So you gotta find a way to give more than you give or take. That's what give more than you take.
And that's the thing. You got to give more. And that's what it's been about our business. That's what Jax MotorSports is doing. We give back to the privateers. We do sponsor our pro teams. We do help some pro teams. But we give back more to the amateurs. We're sitting here right now. I want to introduce somebody to you guys that's actually one of our Pro-Am female racers.
Let's do it.
she, not a lot of people would think that, a group would jump on board, but we're actually that kind of team that we'd rather jump on board with privateers and see something with somebody. We see it, we want to get into it, and that's one of our biggest things. So right now, I'll put you on with her. She wants to talk a little bit. I told her I'd love to have her talk.
Yeah,
tonight.
dude, totally.
We're in her trailer right now. We got Jax actually up, Jax MotorSports here too.
Yeah.
We're actually doing a good thing. Like this weekend is basically about network market and network building, building with people, building with our structure, gaining our actual business to actually to people. I'm not out here pushing it. I'm just talking to people nonchalantly, trying to build it. Organic growth is the biggest growth that you can see right now.
Yep.
So right now, I'm going to turn it over to her. She's going to talk to you for a little bit, Scott, and then we'll go
You
back.
bet. Bring her on. Bring her on.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Caitlin. I'm in the Pro-Am women's class. This is my third year racing, second year
Caitlin?
racing regionals.
Did you say Caitlin?
Caitlin, yep.
Okay. Nice to meet you. I'm
Caitlin,
Scott. Welcome to the Driven Network.
We haven't got, we're just trying the tool out, see how it works.
Cool.
Just,
So you say 3 years in the women's division?
yep.
Awesome.
This is my second year in the regional circuit.
Ooh, getting some miles in then. Good. What do you find in your biggest challenges going from, local to regional? What's your biggest challenge aside from?
Probably racing with, we have a lot of big national girls that race the regional class. So just the competition.
Cool.
The jumps are bigger and harder. Tracks are longer.
Yeah. Right on. Do you got any sponsors you want to give a shout out to while you're on here? Anybody that helps you out?
I'd like to thank FXR, Big Studs Racing, Mob Graphics, CNA, Next Gen, Driven, Northwoods. I have quite a lot. There's a lot on there.
Takes a lot to get a sled and a trailer down the road to these events. I know that.
Yeah,
I know you appreciate all the help too, probably, huh?
Yeah.
All right, here's a
It's a
driven
lot of-
question. Here's a driven question for you. I'm going to come at you on the fly on this one. You ready?
Yeah.
What do you do daily to build your mindset to be a better racer?
Right now I have a personal trainer that I work with 2 days a week that helps get my endurance up.
Uh-huh.
So I can be out there and be a challenge with all the other riders. And just trying to get my mindset so I'm focused and try to focus on just my race mainly.
Focus on the things that you can change. Like
Yeah.
anything outside of that, you can't control the track. You can't control the snow.
Yeah.
You can't control, you can kind of control how your sled's running and performing, but to an extent, mid-race, you can't. Focus on the things you can change, and you cannot fail that way. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's interesting because I started late, so I'm competing with a lot of younger girls that.
Yeah, I started late. There's no such thing as starting late. I'm like, I'm going to do everything I want to do starting right now. I'm 37, and I'm like, I'm going to be on a movie or in a magazine, and I'm like, I don't know which one or what kind. Maybe Hollywood, maybe a B movie, whatever, but I'm going to do it. Why not, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right.
Glad I got the opportunity.
How do people connect with you? Where do you? What platforms you on? Is your social media game on point?
I have Facebook and Instagram that I'm on. That I post results every race and how I do and with pictures.
Nice. Very good. Little tip that I've learned, and I've kind of I'm figuring out the code, is let people behind the scenes. Like, it's not just about that podium. It's about Monday when you're working on your sled. It's about Tuesday when you're with your coach.
Yep.
Take people through the process with you, and who knows, by showing that process and showing your journey like through the week to get where you want to go,
picture, you know, young Caitlin at 14, one like, I don't think I can snowmobile. And if you're telling your story and you're sharing the process of what you're going through, you know, the podium doesn't really matter. It's what happens during the week that gets you there, and you can inspire people all week long through social media.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely a
Well,
journey.
Welcome to be. I'm glad to have you part of the Driven Network. I love it. This is great talking to you. You got anything you want to share?
I'm
Anything
glad
else
I
you want
got
to share?
the opportunity.
You're sure welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Are you done racing, or you got more left?
We have one more day left. Tomorrow is our last day of our regional circuit.
Crush it.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, bud.
Let's do it. Let's crack these tools out. Let's give them away. I have 16 people on my list right now that are gonna get. We have 2 Polaris tools and hey, what up, Jax? And 2 Arctic Cat tools.
This
What do you
is
think?
Jax MotorSports. This is what the shop's all about right here.
Drop some hearts for Jax. What's up, my little man? All right, so here's what we're gonna do, Jax. Can you hear me? Okay. We're gonna pick.
I can hear you.
We're gonna pick 4 numbers between 1 and 16, and you're gonna be in charge of picking them. You don't know where they're at on the list, and those are the people that are gonna win the first batch of custom driven edition clutch compression tools. How's that sound to you?
Good.
All right. Is your first question, is your favorite number between 1 and 16?
Is it between 1 and 16?
Oh.
No. His favorite number is 509. That's his race number, and it's his favorite clothing line. So we'll just put it out there right there.
That's my boy. This is
Scott's
Tegan.
boy. So.
That's Jax.
Hi.
All right. So, Eric, first pick one number out of 509.
Let's do 6.
Okay. Brad Burlingame.
I'm sorry to laugh, Brad. We love you. We love you.
All right.
I guess it was fate that you got the first tool. Like, it was faith right there.
He'll network that little bad boy out. I'm pretty sure he can find somebody good to put it in their toolbox, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So there goes a Polaris one or whatever. You can pick whichever one he wants. He was first. Okay, Jax, let's go a number between 7 and 16.
7 and 16.
Let's do 9.
Looks like Megan. Oh, I don't know how to say her last name. Megan Annison. So I'll hit her. I'll message her. Megan Annison, if you're on, connect with me after this. All right. So now let's pick a number. Obviously not 6 and not 9. Anywhere between 1 and 16.
Let's do 3.
Justin Cloninger. Justin Cloninger. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
Last one.
Okay.
A number.
Between 1 and 16.
Let's do 10.
Okay. All right, on. Devin Greel. Got one. Devin Greel. So it is Brad Burlingame, Megan Annison, Justin Cloninger, and Devin Greel. Thank you, guys. Jax, you're the best number picker ever. I couldn't have done it better myself. Thank you so much.
All right, so I gotta say something. You know that one post that I posted to you with the snowmobile with the driven #driven?
Yeah.
I'm getting stickers to be made, so we'll be sending those with the tools.
Nice.
So I wanted to do it with the driven tool, so they get a driven sticker and a driven tool.
But wait, there's more.
We got to thank Black Label for this. They're helping me out with it. We decided
Black
to do
Label
it.
Designs. I got to connect with them immediately.
Yeah, these guys, Black Label, if you're looking for graphics, you're looking for anything to get undone, they designed all of our stuff. So I love these guys. I've always loved them. They've always been around with me. Grew up, for the years of racing and stuff. So I got a hold of them. I was like, hey, we need to do this sticker. They're like, done. So we're going to be sending them out with the tool. The tool and the driven stickers will be it, so they can have them all on their setup the way they want it and be able to have the driven sticker, the first of a kind.
Love it, dude. That's so badass.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. I got to get you some stuff too. So
we're good, man. You're giving me some stuff right now. You're connecting me with your boy, with your race team. I'm loving it, man. I love it. I'm loving it. Thank you very much.
This has been great. I love being on the Driven Network. Jim, hi. How's it going, buddy? Got to say hi out to Jim real quick. Jim's been a firm supporter of Jax MotorSports, been a firm supporter of the tool. He's gotten he was the first one to get our Articat tool and was the first one to test it, R&D it for me, then threw it out there. It's been great. So I gotta say hi to Jim and say thanks for everything. And thanks, Scott, for everything you've done for me. Man,
my pleasure.
You've been a life changer. I hope this show goes further. I hope everyone needs to support the Driven Network, the Driven Life, and keep pushing forward. And the sky's the limit. Our business is the possibilities are endless, and that's how it's going right now. The possibilities are endless.
The business is the bonus. It's the relationships you build in the process of building said business. That's where the value comes. So let's keep doing it, man. Let's keep networking. Let's keep building relationships, because I'm getting my foot out the door just the same way you are, and I got a big mountain to climb. And with people like you and people like you guys watching, thank you, Jake, Brad, Devin, John, everybody. With people like you watching, the mountain gets a little easier to climb. Putting some turbo on my climbers.
Yeah. I got to get riding with John one of these days. I got to make it out there and go riding with that guy.
Me too, man. Me too.
Him. I need some throttle therapy with John. I keep watching all the stuff he posts. I'm like, man, I got to get riding with this guy. If I was in Washington, not in Colorado. So, John, you got an open invitation anytime. Colorado, man, Minnesota. I know you're from Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota. We're Minnesota boys, so we can definitely get some riding done, and I'd love to ride with you guys, make a big ride set up this year, get all of us together, and do some fun things.
Love it.
So
me too, man. I'm right there with you.
So, but thanks for everything, Scott. Love it. It's been a pleasure. I hope everyone enjoyed the show, and next week we'll do it again. I'll be watching. I hope everyone else is. And a couple of weeks or in a couple of, as soon as we can put some more tools out and give them away, we'll be doing that.
Love it.
So.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bud. And you have a good night, and everyone have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon.
Send them on out of here. Bye-bye. Race good tomorrow. Jax, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. Later, Justin. All right, there we go. I'm so glad everybody win. I love all the people that won some stuff or won those things. We'll connect with you. I know I got 2 Polarises for sure, so hopefully those other 2 own some Articats. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen. That's what we do. We roll with the punches. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Have a safe weekend. Tons of new snow everywhere. Tons of danger. Everything's in red from Mammoth all the way to Alaska, I'm pretty sure. So make good choices out there. Look up, look down. Keep an eye on everybody. Stay safe, travel safe, and remember, no matter where you're at in your life, You're just a decision away from making a change. I truly believe that no matter where you are in life, you can learn your way up and you can learn your way out of it. So make a decision and make the effort and make every day your best day. And as John always says, give, give, give. That's what I'm talking about. Stay driven. Be safe. Love you all.